Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Time. Hey. In the ring. Yeah. Downtime in the ring. Yeah, you know we get it on. Downtime in the ring. We gon' hustle till it's gone. Downtime in the ring. Yeah, you know we get it on. Downtime in the ring. Yeah, we got it till it's gone. Downtime in the ring. Yeah, you know we get it on. Downtime in the ring. Yeah, we hustle till it's gone.
So, what do you want to talk about?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Downtime in the Ring. We have just finished the WrestleMania 40 kickoff press conference, and I cannot say this anymore than holy shit. We are on a giant ride to WrestleMania. I don't know. I want to talk about the press conference, but I don't, because let's face it,
it's the biggest talking point. We can't not talk about this. We've been fighting between ourselves on the Discord, giving quips back and forth. Even it got to us. I'm just go.
What got to you?
Oh no. I'm talking about like they got me initially, but again.
Okay. So when this all started and The Rock came out on SmackDown, I said, fuck all you guys, basically, and was like, I was right. I called it, which, who cares? But he was hurt. Chris was hurt for a day. Chris was very much hurt, and he was trying to prove me wrong. And I was like, dude, we can't control this. Like, I have said it in interviews. I've said it on lives. We can't control this. We can't control it. And everybody's like, you're wrong. You don't know wrestling. I'm like,
don't do the voice. Don't do the V-Man voice.
Oh, I'm not doing V-Man. I'm doing like, you know, those guys that every 10 tweets shove a chicken nugget up their mouth, those neckbeards, the Cody Crybabies.
Yeah,
I'm doing that voice. So
go ahead, just go on for your full rant, and then I'll just
you'll go on yours.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, you don't love wrestling, you don't know wrestling, you don't watch it. I'm like, well, for one, out of this entire group, I'm the only one currently training or has the most training experience that isn't backyard. So I think I do love it. I've pushed myself to get into this industry in multiple avenues because I want to be a part of this. So I think I do know something about wrestling. And the fact is, I wasn't hurt by it because Morgan gave me a good thing. Okay, so say Cody finishes the story at WrestleMania. That is perfect. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. How long? Maybe a year until people start putting him on the side? Like an AJ Styles, who he doesn't need a belt, but he's also, you know, scrambling to get into a promotion, or like Randy in the later career where it's a good feud, but he doesn't win a title, because everybody loves the chase. Like, that's the first thing about writing a story. And in your English class, that's the first thing. Everybody likes the up to the climax, and then after the climax, it goes down. But am I happy? Cool. Do I think that it's reverse? I do. I do need to admit that to Chris. I think it's reverse. I thought Roman was pulling double duty. I'm guessing it's going to be Cody that's going to pull double duty, which, you know, are we really mad at that point? Cody pulling double duty? Do we get two cool fucking gears? Like, I think we should. I think The Rock should be Tribal Combat, and we need War Games gear again. I think I'd be okay with that. But Roman, he chose Roman. Seth looked disappointed as fuck. That might have been a little bit shoot, because I was like, God. But overall, I'm happy. I've been talking shit all week. Even to people who hate The Rock now, apparently, and they're like, I'll never be a supporter. I'm like, okay, so when he's gone, I don't want to hear this, or I'll show you the screenshotted messages of you not supporting The Rock, because you got to keep that same energy if you're going to be, man, you got to keep that same energy. And if you can't, then I'm going to call you out on it, which people should call me out on it. I said I was going to give CM Punk a chance, and then he was on the TV saying, you need to punch him in the face. And my immediate reaction was, all in. So I was like, you know what? It's cool. But overall, I'm happy. I thought that was a great ending. I was like, holy hell. That's my rant. I am over the moon. I think that this is the greatest thing in the world. Not Cody finishing the story, but the fact that now we have another bloodline member, the fact that now we have Seth who needs to do something, which will probably go to Drew. Like, there's so many plot holes now. And the way that Hunter looked at Rock after the backstage interview, I was like, my first thought is, what is Hunter hurt again? Because I don't think Hunter's hurt. I think Hunter just got too much into, his older self. I don't think Hunter's hurt. I would love to see Hunter just, cut a promo, get into a little scuffle in the ring against The Rock. Would love it. But that's all I got to say.
So, sorry, I'm trying. I attempted this before, and it didn't work because of the reflection. But you see, so this is my only argument as to why I want Cody in the main event, because I was there, I met him, had a decent talk, like first Rumble, so there's a nostalgia aspect to it, I guess you could say, more in personal endeavors. But as far as like you said, for a day, when The Rock showed up on SmackDown and was like, he said nothing, he talked to Cody, like it was all like, okay, that's kind of weird. And I started kind of just like hating for a bit, but then I counteract and said, what the hell would a modern day heel Rock be like? Hollywood Rock, And I'm just like, he would want this. He's kind of going too far into the jokes of everything, like it was hitting a little bit harder than normal for it to be like work, and I was worked, or more into shoot,
He was worked so hard the Rock cut off his damn microphone. The Rock said, I don't want to hear your shit.
If you smell, that's what you hear. That's what you have to cut at the. Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna pre-record any live, it would be this one, because this shit was so entertaining and there was no wrestling involved.
No.
It was by far the most entertaining thing I have ever seen WWE pull off currently, and it just shows that they're masters at the shit. Now, but think of it in the long term. Like, he's gone, and now it's all of them from the Attitude Era, like the band. It's the band, and they just saw the opportunity to like, let's go full into this. And like you said, new bloodline member. It's all working into a larger story, and I love it. It's giving it an atmosphere. It's giving it like a something. And then CM Punk just on the side, just being, his whole gimmick is, oh yeah, I totally want people to just start fighting, like, come on, that's exactly what I want. And he's laying into it, he's in on it, and it's just so great, so great. Pat McAfee doesn't know what the hell's going on, so you got that factor into it. It's just, if this is what we're going to see in the Netflix version, like a taste of it. And Pat McAfee even said it right before Michael Cole told everyone like good night. Is this what we're going to see in Netflix? It was the slight little commentary that I caught. Now let's go back to the beginning of that Rock segment, right? Where he starts asking everyone, like, "Hey, does everyone want to see the? Does everyone think that the Rock versus Roman Reigns is the biggest event?" Yada yada yada. I've never, and maybe it's because it was a small crowd. They said what, thousands of people? Like, not. It wasn't a whole lot of people.
No, I think it was like 2,000,
Like
or 3,000. Yeah.
So 1 second. I'm wondering why I'm sounding kind of weird.
No, you sound fine on my end.
No, I know why I sound weird.
Oh, okay. No, like, yeah, it was the T-Mobile Arena, which, you know, was pretty cool that they got to be in there and do all of this. But overall, like, a part of me felt bad. And I've been sticking up for The Rock all week because we'll take a little tangent here. So my coworkers who are barely getting back into wrestling, they're like, "What are your thoughts on this?" And I went,
"What a time to start."
I know. And so they asked me, they're like, how do you feel? And I am going to talk shit to wrestling fans. And I said, wrestling fans are so spoiled now that they need to know what's going to happen before it happens. And I said, I'm going to wait it out because this is the perfect marketing ploy. You can make The Rock the most hated, the most criminal, and the most despised man in professional wrestling. And guess what? You're not going to bankrupt him because XFL in 3 months, and then Moana in November, and then Moana 2 in November, and then live action Moana next year.
UFL.
Oh, XFL. UFL. I forgot. They merged. They merged. So you have that. Like, I looked at it and I told them, okay, look, take the glasses off from being a fan and look at this. Hey, we got to make a decision, and we're going to put one dude who can financially recover from this and loves being the bad guy. And they were like, oh, it makes sense. I was like, yes. While everybody on Twitter, because, you know, they're all on social medias and their own TikToks too, were finding like stories about The Rock.
I'm absolutely loving the stories that fans were coming up with.
Oh,
I have subscribed to like 12 of them already, and they're so fucking good. Like,
and they're like, are you mad? And I said, no, I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be mad at this story. One, because I don't know where it's going. And two, because I'm starting to see a lot of true wrestling fans, true colors, is that if it's not their person, they will straight up fucking leave. Or they will just shit talk. And I'm like, if you're a true fan, you're going to sit with it the same way we used to do before all this technology. Like, before we had cell phones, we had to wait every fucking week and just be like, oh, fuck, what's going to happen? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit back. I'm going to relax. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to talk shit because I love to do that, but I'm going to just relax. And from here, but to have like non-wrestling, like the casual fan go, what are your thoughts? It got me to the point where we were having people at the hospital who that were just listening in on the conversation were like, oh man, is The Rock really hated from WWE that bad? Like, oh my God, like it's already know.
So fucking good, dude.
Like, I was like,
it's such a masterfully built, not masterfully built. It was just like, let's roll the dice and see what the fuck happens. That's literally what they did.
Yeah, let's piss
like, Jesus,
everyone off.
Jesus, take the wheel. That's what they did. And then Scott D'Amore got fired. But back to this. Jesus, dude. Like,
talk about the promo. Because you were that's what you were on.
Yeah. That's where I was. So the promo at like Rock's gauging the answers, and I'm like listening in with my headphones too. And I'm like, what are they chanting? You hear brawl out. You hear a brawl out chant.
Hey.
I heard a brawl out chant. And like there's just so many people confused. You don't know, it's legitimate mixed. I've never, like, sometimes you can see like they do their magic where they pitch something high. They didn't do that. It was legitimate mixed, like 2,000 people roughly. And like, and then you got your odd ends with the brawl outs and the trolls and stuff. So it's a good representation of the of the community. But overall, I love I loved absolutely every bit of that segment up until so I kind of paused it for like a brief 10 seconds, like prior to the whole, and I'll get to that final part there. The bloodline tree. Did you read the bloodline tree?
I did.
Why isn't Zilla on the tree? They got Jacob Fatu on the tree.
I saw it.
He was dead center, but they didn't have Zilla.
I know.
They didn't have Zilla.
I know. I did. I did see that. My eyes immediately went, and I was like, "All right, where's our boy? Where's our dude?" Yeah, I know.
No comment. Is it? Well, we'll hear. I want to get another interview with him to just him go off on this place. So, but back to this. I was kind of hoping Cody brought out his family tree, and it'd just be like, it would be just Dusty, Dustin, Cody, but it's also like the empty boxes where they're separate mothers and stuff like that. And like you got all that, and then you have Pharaoh too somehow in that tree. I was hoping he'd take that route, but oh my god, like it was between Triple H, and you said you said that last bit where they're talking, that was old school ending Raw right there. That was an old school ending to a Monday Night Raw right there. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do. I'd still say that they're going to just flesh this out. I would say preferably a week before. If not, maybe like 2 weeks out. But I would rather it be a week before. If they want to keep that same Raw energy, do it a week before, leave everyone guessing, because the last time I ever felt this way, honestly, was with Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. It's the icon match.
Yeah.
Now, with Seth, that was a lot of shoot. I guarantee that was a lot of shoot.
Yeah. But for him to say just because you're on the board doesn't mean you can do whatever the F you want. I looked at Morgan and she went, "Oh." And I went, "Yeah, this is not
That's oh my god!" And then you were on Peacock, right?
I was on Peacock.
Did you hear all the censored words out?
Oh yeah,
dude.
Oh, yeah.
It was so fucking good. I'm sorry, I'm gonna start cussing all the time. No. I've never been so excited for wrestling again like this.
So
I love it. I absolutely love it. That's my piece. That's my case.
So what I love the most about this is everybody's like, "Well, it's official. It's official. It's official." We didn't get the poster, guys.
Just ride the wave.
We didn't get the poster, guys. Everybody could be like, "He chose. Rightfully, he did so." They've acknowledged The Rock is Paul's boss. They acknowledged that shit. He didn't get the poster. And for everybody at WrestleMania going throughout the years, the poster means you got the match. The match program means you got the match. He did it.
Wait. Bailey has an illegitimate argument against that.
Okay.
He wasn't on the presser poster. I'm just saying. And she wasn't at the event. What?
Yeah, she definitely deserves a lot better. And that's going to make me so mad.
I get Bianca and the show. I watched the show, actually. I took Paragon's advice. I watched the show. Pretty decent. But I just feel like if you're going to have literally just her on just so that she could promote her show, that was literally what she was.
That's what it was.
And have the other winner, do it. She's in the main event too. We want Bailey. Where are the "We want Bailey" signs? Where's the hashtag for that?
Because Cody's got to finish his story. That's where.
So I was hurt, and that first day hurt when Rock showed up. I got over it, and then it's Rock on that Pat McAfee show, just took the scab, ripped it off, poured salt on it. Yeah, I'm a Cody crybaby. I am. I'll accept it.
And see, the funny part is, because I was talking to Ricky about it, because Ricky's a Cody fan. is I was like, bro, because I put Cody Crybaby on Facebook with laughing faces, and he did the angry thing, and he was like, "What's wrong with Cody?" And I said, "Look, this is what the segment said. There are 3 types of groups. There's Cody Rhodes himself, there's Cody fans, and there's Cody Crybabies." And I went, "You hitting that angry button is a Cody Crybaby and not a Cody fan. You want to believe in the hype. You don't actually care what happens to him after." And he was like,
process.
He was like, "You're right." And I went, "Exactly. You can be a Cody fan and be mad, but Cody Crybaby," I was like, "Oh no, this is gonna be."
Don't get me wrong. I was hurt. The Discord suggests so.
Oh yeah, I know. Everybody but Wise Man were taking shots at me, and I was bulletproof. I was like, guys, okay, this is what it was. This was the funny part, is everybody's mad at me, and I'm like, guys, just wait until Thursday, please. And I'm getting all this, "You're wrong," or all these like kind of answers towards me, but not directed. And I'm like, guys, just wait. It'll be fine. Yeah. Don't push me off the cliff yet. I know what I'm talking about. Did I know what I was talking about? I did. I waited. I was patient.
Yeah,
I know.
It gets in once. It was literally a TikTok that was like, and I sent it to you the day after. I was like all hurt. I was like, that's the story. It like the okay. So for anyone saying, George Kittle said it, the special guest referee thing, he called it too.
Yeah.
He saw something on TikTok, so I'm like, yo, I'm going for the 49ers because of that.
Oh, George Kittle's a huge wrestling fan.
Yeah,
100%. Like
with the Penta pictures and stuff. Yeah, dude.
Did you? Oh, dude, we need to try their fucking active wear, bro. Him and Penta have like a company together. Fuck.
Oh, do they?
Dude, they do.
Crazy.
They do.
That's crazy.
But overall, like tonight, this press conference compared to the other one that we had at the beginning of the year, this one was so fun, dude. I felt like a child again.
Dude, I know. It felt like such a good. It was a literal 1 hour Raw segment, or a Raw compilation of segments.
So are we just acknowledging The Rock now? No, my love, we're not acknowledging The Rock. If anything, people hate him more now.
Oh, it's so good. And The Rock being heel. Has she ever seen heel Rock?
She watched one match of Rock's, and that was the second time that him and Cena met. No, the first time, because they were in Miami.
Oh no, I'm talking about 2003 Rock versus.
You know Goldberg. You know which one I want to do is the Turn You Sideways, or the one that they did for the 9/11 tribute.
Just give her a Rock. Has she seen a Rock compilation? Have you seen a Rock compilation?
She has not.
Oh, just watch an insult compilation, and you'll understand why he is He was previously the number 1 paid actor in all of the world.
Yeah,
you will. So I say I hate The Rock, and we all know we don't hate The Rock.
Nope.
I hate Dwayne. Currently, I hate Dwayne because his movies, he destroys movies. I'm sorry. He destroys them. It's the same tan jungle shirt.
I'm still watching Moana too. I'm still watching.
I'm curious. Moana was good.
I'm still watching Moana too.
But it was the string of movies where he's wearing the same tan jungle shirt.
Oh, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you talking about Rampage? Are you talking about Jumanji? Are you talking about Jumanji 2? Are you talking about Skyline? Are you talking about San Andreas? Are you talking about Jumanji 2 spinoff?
San Andreas, the movie, was the reason why the San Andreas fault increases more and more.
I hate you so much for that.
So shut the hell up with that, and let's like Rampage. Okay, it was the first movie of its kind. I get it, but
if you can't, tell,
I am not watching The Rock. Yeah. I know. I am not going to watch The Rock chase a fucking white albino monkey that grows all the fucking time just to see him say like, "Oh yeah, cool, I'm a tough guy." And fuck that, I'm gonna not get my ass beat clause. Okay, he needs his ass beat, and if Cody is the one to do that ass beating, I'm okay with it. They had to break that clause because overall, that fucking Bloodline segment was so fucking good, and I kind of want Roman to beat The Rock. Going back to the first question you said, I think Roman will beat The Rock. There is no question in that. He's gonna pull a groin muscle again. I'm just saying, okay? But I kind of want him to pivot where he's like, "Do you want to see me? You want to see Seth try and beat The Rock?" I kind of wanted that. Not gonna lie, I'm still a Seth stan. So,
I'm kind of okay with like this story pivoting and it going from The Rock has your back. The Rock.
The Bloodline versus. It's like what's it called? It's like Main Event Mafia. Literally,
yeah.
It's literally the Main Event Mafia, but WWE form. And it's the front line. It's Cody. Scott D'Amore is writing for WWE. He's with WWE. I guarantee you.
Paul just saw it, was like, "Oh, you're let go." Okay, you're coming home.
He subscribed to TNA Plus and saw that specifically. He's like, "Man, what's Angle been up to in like 07?"
What's Angle been up to? Overall, I think that, like I was gonna say, I would love to see it to where it gets to Mania. Everybody's excited. Everybody's like, "Oh my god!" Roman comes out, and the rumor is that we're gonna have a 3 trilogy thing with Roman and Rock. Is that at this Mania when Roman's like, Solo doesn't come out, and he goes Solo.
But wait. I want comedy. I want comedy Rock though too.
You want Kevin Hart through a table?
That, but I kind of want like we're basically gonna see like Solo just be like a puppy dog. Be like,
no, I want like Rock to hold Solo and Jimmy back, so when Roman needs help, they can't do it. Angle the anglerfish.
The Angle meme.
The Angle meme.
That's my response.
Like I would love to see it to where when Roman's like, I need them, is The Rock's like, no, we're not gonna help him. He needs to prove that he's the tribal chief. Cody wins, and then boom.
What was it? Your grandfather should be ashamed of yourselves. What was the stinger that he said before that?
Who?
Cody.
To Cody?
Yeah.
He didn't say anything. He was prepared.
No. I'm talking from Cody to Rock. He said
or
something
what?
before the whole family tree thing.
What Rock said to Cody?
I think so.
Rock said to Cody that he said something like your father's irrelevant, which is caused to Cody to do the tongue-in-cheek thing.
Oh,
which then he brought up family.
I got you. I mean, if anyone needs to be brought up in regards to family, it's Zilla. I need that Zilla response. I want him to work into it.
He's at GCW right now, or touring the country. He's paying his dues.
Fair enough.
But
I still want the response.
I would love to see him like in the front.
I take a much appreciation to the fact that I paused a damn near internet breaking press conference just to make sure that my boy was on that family tree.
Which he wasn't, because I didn't see his shoot. I didn't see his shoot name, so I was like,
"But
we got a problem here."
Yeah, hey, Jacob Fatu front and center on that tree. I want Jacob Fatu to all of a sudden be a part of all this.
That'd be kind of cool.
It's getting back to like how we talk, how we're just like, man, imagine if this happens. Now this guy could come in. It's literally the Wild West again. It's
ironically
the Wild West.
Ironically, when we did Zilla's interview, since I can remember so much shit, he was like, I would love to be part of the bloodline, but the story would have to make sense.
Yep. There it is.
Like, there's no more making sense than they're having everybody's shoot names up there. Like,
Yep.
I was like, oh my God, dude. I'm so excited, but I think we could pivot off and now talk about the heartbreaking thing that happened in professional wrestling this week, which is Scott D'Amore was fired from Anthem.
Yeah, now that was a weird curveball. I didn't expect that. And he knew a week prior, didn't he? Or like 10 days prior?
Yes.
That's crazy.
But nobody else did. Nobody else did. So right before they let him go, they had a Zoom call with all of the talent. Mm-hmm. I guess from what they said is they had to shut off the mics forcefully through Zoom for all of the talent because everybody was mad that Scott D'Amore is being let go.
Yeah, he's literally like the cornerstone of TNA.
Now, what makes me mad is that Anthem let him go because he tried to buy TNA. He tried to own TNA. He still wanted
yeah. The comment of TNA was becoming this separate like mall store within the larger mall of Anthem. Yeah, I got it.
I know when you look insane. When you look at Anthem though, and you're like, your most successful TV show can't even touch PBS Kids and it's hunting, but cool.
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell you one thing off of Anthem.
I had to look it up just to talk shit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like I remember when they first bought TNA, I was just like, man, that dying horse. And then Nick Nemeth was like, nah. Nah. And Scott D'Amore was like, nah. And now Anthem's like, nah.
So what pisses me off is that they were like, hey, we're not going to sell it to you. We're actually going to let you go. But also they still have the audacity to think that they're going to be able to have working relationships with the WWE and AEW.
They tasted that WWE spotlight, dog. They're like, we in, baby.
But you got rid of the one guy that set it up.
Yep.
The one guy that Paul himself called to set this up. The guy he trusted. You let him go, and you still think that WWE is going to talk to you? I'm like, bro. And I guess or that Scott D'Amore was like, I don't have the capital to own this, but I would love to go into a merger with the WWE or with AEW. And TNA, from what I was reading, is he wanted TNA to be that, like what TNA used to be, where you could have a Japanese wrestler come down and do his tour, or you can have a CZW guy. He still wanted that for TNA, but he was like, what if instead of, these independent promotions, we still bring them, but we get the major promotions too, and this be the battleground. People have ways. If a story sticks, then those two companies can figure it out later on, and that it started in TNA. And I was like, this is kind of cool. Like, I like this concept. And then I remembered, he's gone. We're not getting this. We're not gonna have what he wanted. Like,
it sucks. It sucks. It was such a curveball. I was trying to figure out why, and then
And then people were like, "Oh, he pulled a V."
Yeah, basically. But I saw the meme where it was like how TNA was treated by AEW, and then how TNA was treated by WWE. Like, oof.
Okay. The only thing I was like is that was right after the pandemic, and it was the belt collector story. But then seeing Jordan Grace smile with the lights, I was like, I can't.
It was, and I'm, I'm just like, it's those things that influence my. I just love the chaotic world sometimes, and it's just like
today was a good day. Like, no matter what. Today.
Now let's talk about wait. Yeah. Today was. Now let's talk about yesterday. That Hangman and Swerve match. That was so fucking good. I don't know if it's exact double turn. I get where they're trying. It has to be, yes.
It's a double turn.
Is it? Is it? Yeah. Okay. Because I'm like, there were still some people cheering for Hangman, like, and then, but the whole entire crowd clearly last night was like all Swerve. Yep.
Plus,
and like, Nana didn't touch his foot. He didn't put his foot on that rope. No. I don't know what Hangman was all up in his panties about. I'm just saying. Yeah.
double turn, and I like that Swerve asked for 5 more minutes, and Hangman was like, "No, I love it. I think it's going to be a great match. I think that Joe will win."
Yeah. It sets it up for it to be. I don't know why I'm so bright all of a sudden.
This may be a shock, but Joe doesn't deserve to win. Joe doesn't need to retain. Joe could have been a transitional champion, and the story just fit.
I mean, he's no stranger to that.
Yeah.
Like as of recently.
I think
Joe. Don't kill me.
I think that Swerve needs to win. Hangman definitely does not need a win at all. Especially with like all the elite members now just turning into heels, and like you have the Mafioso Young Bucks, the Venetian
Mafioso. They had to pivot. They had they had the stashes, and they had to grow those quickly.
I was just like, okay, that's kind of cool. I guess I'm like, we already have Tony D'Angelo and Stacks. We don't need.
So what does that say about the Brody Lee stuff other than his wrestling? He can't use any of the elite segments.
What do you mean?
Brody Lee in AEW. Yeah. His gimmick in AEW was literally,
Yeah, he was a cult leader. He was kind of a cult leader.
I guess it fits.
He was. I mean, he would beat John Silver senseless with Chili's. Like,
fair.
He was a cult leader. He was a cult leader.
Fair.
Which in a good way, because I take a lot of pride in being like, I'm a big fan of his. I'll always watch his shit. But it was, you know what? Like this entire week if we go from Sunday to now, we saw Trick get whooped. We saw, I love making that joke. We saw Carmelo almost take NXT off the air because they almost had to. I guess word backstage. No, like the F-bombs were coming out so bad and cutting through.
Oh, yeah.
They had to take, they almost had to take it off.
I thought that was good television. That was just really good television for me.
No, Fightful reported like,
into it.
Yeah, Fightful reported like they almost had to be cut off early because of that.
I'm taking as much as hard it is for me to not look at like stories and stuff and like breaking news from Fightful because I follow the motherfuckers. I'm trying to stay away from like the main shit because I just want to enjoy the ride. I'm like, but what about Okada?
That one's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
That one's going to be tough. I don't know where he's going. I'm worried. He might go somewhere bad. He might go somewhere good. I don't know.
I don't know. Is there a good or a bad? I mean, TNA. I mean, currently iffy.
He had fun in old TNA.
But both companies are kind of on the good end of things. It's like, it's not bad. They're both having like AEW is going to have what's it called?
Big Business.
I like the Easter eggs in the poster. I just wish they came up with better titles. It reads so much into it. It's like the first dance or the last dance, like with CM Punk and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on.
Well, it didn't help with the Easter egg.
It didn't.
But also, it makes me wonder: did she get the license? Did she get the
trademark?
The trademark.
I don't know. You really think they do a C&D? I mean, they have done a C&D if that wasn't the case, and they would have been reported that they did, but
which means she may have gotten the trademark, which means we could have the boss Mercedes Moné come to AEW, which would be kind of cool.
I mean, inject it with something. Inject that women's division with something, man. It's been pretty good though, I will say. I watched all of like Tony Storm and stuff, so I'm slowly. It's growing on me. It's growing on me.
Their storylines aren't bad. Their women's division isn't bad now. It's just you gotta pay attention. Like you gotta sit in and be like, I have to watch this to know what's going on. But that's just how wrestling is. Like you always gotta do
it. In order for you to critique it, you have to watch it.
That's exactly.
Crazy. So
exactly.
Like, yeah. Not just you can't bitch about the election if you didn't vote.
Not just watch highlights and think you're a true fan. You actually have to sit down, and before anybody gives me shit and they're like, well, I work. Motherfucker, I don't. I travel. I'm 11 hours every day away from my house, and I still make it in time to watch wrestling. I'm just, dude, some people, man.
It's that time of year, though. It's that time of year where the casual fans come in and they have their opinions. And unfortunately, the casual fans are going to be the majority. And then you got the internet guys who are the know-it-alls who are equally as toxic. So you have that nice gray area that I like to be in, where I'm like, it's like kind of the finer gray sometimes where I would love to be in, but I can't be in because what we do, you know? And so it's like, man, imagine just not, like you said, no phones. You have to wait every week. You know, I want to be in that small minutia sometimes, but I can't, you know?
And then I'm the Burt Charcoal over in the corner who's hurting people's feelings and talking and not even talking shit. I'm just telling the truth. And I'm like, guys, please stop. I just want to sit down and enjoy wrestling with people. And I
argue with valid points, like how I said, like it's a disservice to fans for the long term. That was in my hurt phase.
Oh, I know, but I didn't. But I didn't dig at you. I didn't say anything. I was like, dude, why are you shooting me? I don't even write.
I know. I'm just like, it was in my hurt phase. I admitted to my hurt phase.
I know.
And I'm just like, but it was like I had to rally at least something together. I'm like, okay, guys, don't do something.
And then DJ's like, I'll be the middle, and I'm like, I'm not even the other side. If anything, I'm just Big E eating the popcorn on the side of the ring.
But you're kind of also tipping the like the popcorn over, making the mess a little bit.
Oh, 100%.
You're eating the popcorn, but you're dropping it too at the same time. You're a sloppy eater.
I am. I'm like, I see your point, but there's all these other points.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know what I was doing.
The big picture is the popcorn. It's like I'm eating it, but you're spilling like certain things, and you're just and it's always like the bad pieces of popcorn, like the kernels that you leave at the end. Somehow they go through and shit, and you're just like enticing fury, just pure hatred somehow. I'm like, and I know how you are too, and I'm just like, I know.
And the best part is I'll make it so casual where like nobody will talk for like 4 hours.
I make it casual too. I stoke the fire too.
No, but I'm just saying, like, nobody will talk. I'll place the picture, say like today, the video, this is the best thing I've seen all day. And then I won't answer again or answer anybody's rebuttal. And then I'll just come out with something new. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is also cool too. It's Dom and Mommy making the joke.
We have to kick the Discord. If we have to be the bad guys and start the controversies and start the debates, I will. So and that's why I post the memes, and I love it. I want to stoke conversation because understandably people are going to be in their feels. I was in my feels, but people are going to be in their feels. If you're able to have a solid discussion and just be like, haha, you like laugh at each other, like, dude, we're literally fighting over dudes in tights. That's what a casual fan will say.
Yeah.
That's literally what you guys are fighting over dudes in tights fighting. And you're trying to figure out whether you want this movie star to fight. But see, and that's how we kind of dig more into it. No, it's this and this and this, and it's so toxic but so fun at the same time. You just gotta learn how to weave your way through it. And that's the only advice I gotta say for people who are going in and they're seeing all this craziness, but they're seeing literally the same thing, all this craziness going on. The toxicity.
Babe, you're not a casual fan anymore.
Oh no,
No.
I see you're silent in our discussions. You should probably pitch in. You
like this. Like everybody's butt hurt, and I put Cody or Tony Khan laughs his ass off at Cody Rhodes for 30 minutes straight tonight on AEW Dynamite. Like, I put that, and nobody would answer to me, and I'm like, guys, it's funny. It is. And then the same thing. You have to respect how Drew McIntyre is revitalizing his whole career by simply being a total dick.
Yes, exactly. And once they realize that they're making money, people buy for people to hate.
Yes.
So
100%. And I'm just like,
but again, back to my initial point, for those who are barely getting in and like seeing all this negativity on one side and trying to gauge the both arguments, understandably, it's just that we're passionate fans. At the end of the day, Rock respects the passion too. You know, at the end of the day, like
he played into it.
He played so much into it. But like if you can just sit there and enjoy the ride, like don't read into it. You can have your opinions, your own like fantasy booking thoughts. Everyone's gonna have that. Everyone is. But like just sometimes you gotta let it ride out. Don't listen to the tribalists, because now tribalists are gonna be like at each other.
Tribalism is gonna be so bad now, and there's going to be a lot of people who are crawling back and they're like, you know, The Rock really isn't that bad of a person. And I'm like, yeah, you're blocked by Ava Raine. Why are you blocked by Ava Raine for some odd reason if Rock really isn't that bad of a person?
Yeah, it's then why'd you have to bring her into it? Like,
because
come on. It's so like there's a line. Like, I make jokes, but there's a line. Like,
there's
with the
a
death
line.
Threats, like, come on, guys. Like, it
was bad. It was definitely bad. I was like, wow. Especially during the NXT show. During Vengeance Day. She even had to tweet out mid-show, like, guys, we kind of got something going on.
Chill. Like, I don't know. I hate it, but you can't do anything about it because it's always going to be there. And it's the same thing with anything, sports, basketball, hockey, fucking
music.
Fucking music, yeah, anything. And it's just, you just gotta ride it out. Like, just surround yourself with open-minded people at the end of the day who are open-minded about wrestling, like, and like who will play into being heels, but we're not really heels. Like, no. We're just playing. Like, we're a part of the cogs in the machine at this point. Like, like, if I wanted to be a heel, I'll post a meme that dictates that will piss him off. It's his job to either be the face or be the fan. You know,
and then it goes the same way. If I want somebody to talk, I'll post a meme where Chris will be like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Okay. Will I be a fan and let it slide? Or will I be a face and try and save it? My position, you know, that's probably the best analogy I got.
Yeah,
I'm never a face. I'm never a face. That's
usually problem. There are a lot of times where I'll see everybody's point and I'll point out where everybody's correct. Like, unifying the titles. I was like, that's just going to create a whole other mess. I understand it's stupid.
And then you got guys like CM Punk who play into it so fucking well. That's the other guy who played into it well.
Also, everybody go buy Drew McIntyre's shirt that says CM Punk's WrestleMania main event 2024 to 2024.
I can't.
I'm buying one. I'm buying one.
Knock it. I can't with that dude.
I'm buying one.
It's hilarious. I want a shirt, but I can't because of my moral and my principle. Like you sad, so good though. I'm loving wrestling again. That time of year.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have for this week. Those are our thoughts. Yeah,
jumbled, but in jumbled somehow, but coherent in a way. I would hope.
I am out of energy. That took a lot out of me. That was so fun. Like that was Royal Rumble fun. That was Royal Rumble women's match fun. Remember to hit us up on the socials. You guys can see it on our YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you can go down and find the link tree. I believe it's still there out in the like the social areas and all that kind of stuff. If you're watching on Facebook, I usually post videos every day. If you guys are watching on Instagram, or not watching on Instagram, but if you guys came from us from Instagram, thank you. We are trying to build that. That is the only thing that Chris is in charge of, and he is doing a great job. It's better to give him one because, you know, he's got Allen Angels looking at us every week. So it's one of the cool things that we get to do. Overall, like he said, if you're getting into this and you're like, yeah, you know what, I want to try it again, tune out all the hoopla. I know drama's fun. I know it's exciting. And if you follow
That's
one
an
of the
understatement. That's an understatement.
If you want to join our Discord, you know, we're a bunch of good guys and we all just love professional wrestling. Yeah, we all pick at each other, but it's not hurtful. It's not mean. It's just the way that we get through the day, because sometimes our days are boring. I think most of us work office jobs. So like we're always at our desks. So some days are just boring where we're like,
especially since I work like where I have to deal with the news. It's so depressing.
And then I just have to deal with a lot of stock. So I'm like,
we're regular guys with regular 9 to 5 jobs, and we're just wanting to enjoy wrestling.
Yeah, we're just enjoying it right now, but we appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and we will see you in the next video.